Hi, my name is Jack Anger, and this semester I am interning at Frye Elementary in Molly Krantz's Head Start preschool classroom. There are many areas in the classroom that create opportunities and experiences in social studies that support and encourage both literacy and the arts. The first of these centers is the Circle Time Center. This is the center where most of the activity happens during the day. The children start their day off here and they end their day off here. In the Circle Time Center, there is a schedule that shows the students what they will be doing for that day. There is also a board that asks students questions pertaining to their lives. Also, there are chores hanging on the wall that each student has to choose, and they are responsible for that chore for the rest of the day. The teacher reads to the students and sings songs with them in this center. She also teaches them about the days of the week, different rhyming words, letters, shapes, and colors. The students are given an opportunity to play with many different toys in the Circle Time Center during free time. Some of these toys include train sets, blocks, and even multicultural dolls. The goal the teacher has for this center is for students to feel a sense of belonging to a certain community and for them to work together in that community so it can become better. By having the students choose individual chores throughout the day, the teacher shows them how to recognize the importance of their role as a part of this community. The teacher also wants the students to embrace culture in this center. She wants them to ask questions about similarities and differences between people. She also wants them to recognize that people come from different places and oftentimes they might speak different languages and have different cultures. Through these activities in the Circle Time Center, students are beginning to comprehend letters and even words, which is helping them begin the process of learning how to read. They also begin to comprehend stories. They make predictions of these stories based on the pictures that are shown in the books that are read to them. They also can make connections between the stories and their own lives. The next center in the classroom is the dramatic play area. This area changes about once a month. In my time in the classroom, I have seen it change from a train station into a space station. While it was a train station, the teacher provided a fake cash register and fake money so that students could use this money to buy tickets to ride on the train. She also covered the walls with maps so that students would look at them and choose their destination. As a space station, the teacher has provided a keyboard and headsets for the students to pretend to use. She hopes that by pretending to use these things, they will learn what they are actually used for in real life. She also hopes that they will serve as a command center for students to learn directions as they are commanding a spaceship in space. Students also further their oral language development in this center. They initiate conversations between one another, and they use appropriate tone and inflection to express ideas, feelings, and needs. I have noticed that children often work together in this center. Usually, two children are at the command center, giving directions to one child who is actually flying the spaceship. Lastly, the students assume many different roles using the props in this center. They oftentimes take more than one role at a time. The next area is the art area. The teacher provides students with many different materials, including crayons, markers, scissors, tape, and much more in this area. The teacher has also placed a book in this area that contains pictures that were made by Van Gogh. Her hopes are that the students open up this book and see that people in the past created artwork just like they do on a regular basis. Oftentimes, students use all the materials given to them to create drawings or symbols on a piece of paper. Many of the students can also write their own names on the paper, which means they are starting to understand letters and how to put them together to form words. Lastly, the students are given the freedom to choose whatever materials they would like to create their artwork. This gives them the opportunity to express themselves in creative and personal ways. They are also able to describe their artwork in many ways and responds to questions that the teachers may ask them about their artwork. The last center is the library. This center has many books written in both Spanish and English for the children to choose from. The teacher hopes that providing students with books written in different languages, she is showing them how to recognize that people come from different places and have different cultures, and they also speak different languages. She has also provided students with puppets in this area to play with. These puppets include multicultural puppets. Her hopes are that students will use these puppets and they will understand the similarities and differences between people and cultures. Students oftentimes come to this area to relax. They pick up a book, and all of the students know how to hold the book up on its right side with the front cover facing the reader. They turn the pages one by one, and many of the students read a story based on the pictures that they are seeing in the book. Other students use the puppets in this area in a form of dramatic play. Sometimes students will even use the puppets to act out what they have read in a story, which is what the teacher encourages in this center.